Mm-hmm. 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 Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go. Hey. Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a break.
Hi, guys. Thank you all for being here tonight. I know it's late. It's very late, but it wouldn't be me if I'm not out doing a late line. So it's just me. Okay. Thank you for being here. This is Pinkie, the housewife. And I will be putting some of this off, parts of it or whatever, or over on my other two channels. But I'm only carrying this on one tonight, Pinkie, the housewife. All right. Now let's go ahead. We have a lot to get into tonight. So before we do all that, let's go ahead and get the house rules out of the way first. Welcome to the Pink House, guys. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hitting that like button helps you to keep me in the algorithm. And also, it also helps them to push me out. Yeah. So everybody can hit the thumbs up or like button, whatever you call it, do it. And hype up the video. And hitting that like button is free. It doesn't cost a thing. Just like subscribing to my channel is free too. You know, it's 0 cents, 0 pennies. Okay. Okay. So let me just say thank you guys. Now let's go ahead and get on the matter at hand. We got a lot to talk about. Okay. I know, wait, let me just say this. I know we've been talking about Nolan Wells case, his murder. That's what I want to call it. Okay. Because that child didn't die on his own. And then, mm, oh Lord, I know I had that on. And then the um Camilla Anthony, because Friday I went down there. What was the third? One day, it was Friday. I went down. I went down to the courthouse. Okay, and I did sit in. I thought I was in the overflow room. Okay, and I was just this close to getting inside the main courtroom until they said I can't take my phone. It was just me and another guy was getting ready to get in. We both had our phones. I bet you more than I bet you other people did too. But I don't know who brought it up. Did he bring it up or who brought it up that we had our phones on us? Not like I was gonna use it. I know better than that. But anyway, um, but we got a lot of other stuff to talk about. What's going on with them, with us as citizens, as residents, as Americans, as in this country. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. Um, Prayers do go out for Nolan Wells and his family, Miss Christine and Elmo. Thank you for all sharing everything with us on that interview you all did with mm, mm, Brian, Brian, Pastor Reverend Brian. Uh, Thank you for sharing all that. And I still can't get fact out when Nolan was little. he came into the closet while you all was sitting, and he did the stanky leg. Stanky leg. I can see him now dancing. And then also for the Pamela Anthony, you know, it was a denial for the retrial. They denied it. Okay. But I don't think I don't think people are gonna take that well. Uh it was denied. I couldn't go live and talk about it because I've been so busy with Phoenix. And then I went to a wonderful birthday party with one of my subscribers. Yes, I showed up with at her birthday party. I'm not gonna say her name or her age, but I went to her birthday. She invited me and I showed up. Oops, yes, I showed up. Showed up and showed out, and we had a lot of fun. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I asked her, "Can I bring it up?" But I still won't bring up her age, regardless, because that's a woman's prerogative, you know. So I'm the wifey club, okay. But anyway, let me go ahead and say, let me see who we got in here. Oh, Miss Ophelia, Miss Ophelia, what you doing in here? You up late like me? It's always good to be up late. That way we sleep in. You up late, you sleep in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. We're getting ready to get on with the matter at hand. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? How well I said that. I could have been a singer, I guess. 'Cause I said that so well. I said the matter at hand. I can't do it now. Y'all know I can't do it now. But I could have been the way I said that. It sounds like a real singer. Y'all know that? Now, don't everybody be jumping at trying to give me a record deal. I know. Don't everybody be trying to give me a record deal. 'Cause that did sound good. I didn't even know that. That was a fluke there. And I didn't know it was going to come out that good. But I can't do it again. So don't be asking me to do it again. Because y'all know I can't do it again. Okay? But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get on with the matter at hand. All right? Because we got a lot to talk about and we got a lot to do. Okay? So let me just say the first thing we're going to talk about is the residents. That's me kicking my desk. I don't know why it shakes. It didn't shake. But anyway, the residents in Gary, Indiana. Okay? Now, I don't know. Well, tell you what, I'm going to put the video up first. I'm going to let this short video play, and then we're going to talk about it. But they have been without power for days, weeks, over 2 weeks. Wait, what? What? This don't make no sense. This got to be. This don't make no sense. 3.2 million cars banned from garages, parked outside now. That don't make no sense. This got to be. I wasn't looking for this. I was not looking for this. I was not looking for this. But we're getting ready to see something. We're getting ready to see whether this is true. Okay? Because Pinkie the housewife sometimes do be nosy. So that's me. I was getting ready to put on the video about Gary and Anna, but this caught my eye right quick. So right here, 3 weeks ago, 3.2 million cars banned from garages, parked outside. Now, if you own that doggone house, nobody gonna tell me I can't park in all my garages because y'all know I got a lot of garages. You, mm-mm. No, 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 no. You got to be out of your doggone mind. We're getting ready to see whether this is Y'all see it?
Hyundai and Kia are asking owners of more than 90,000 cars to park them outside because the oil pump can.
Wait now. Geo. Y'all, let me turn this up. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear this. If you can hear this, put a 1 in the chat because maybe I'm not hearing this really good. Okay. I'm going to even give them a thumbs up because.
Hyundai and Kia are asking owners of more than 90,000 cars to park them outside because the oil pump can overheat and cause fire. The federal.
Wait, let me see, can I do this here? Y'all know I'm trying to get it right. Now, here we go.
Hyundai and Kia are asking owners of more than 90,000 cars to park them outside because the oil pump can overheat and cause fire. The federal government just told 3.2 million car owners to stop parking in their garages because their cars can catch fire when turned off, parked, and sitting in the driveway. 36 engine fires, 12 battery explosions, 7 people hospitalized, and park outside recalls jumped nearly 50% in a single week in June 2026 alone. Here's the scary part. Many owners have no idea their car is on this list. Number 14, Toyota RAV4, 2013 to 2018. We're starting with one of America's most trusted SUVs, the Toyota RAV4. And that's exactly what makes this one so shocking. Toyota recalled nearly 1.9 million RAV4s from the 2000.
Thank you, Sherry, for letting me know. Sherry 58. Thank you. This is something I just stumbled upon, okay? Just stumbled upon because I'm being nosy. I didn't, because we got to talk about Gary, Indiana. Okay? They better get some power hooked up because I ain't going to sit. I'm not going to sit. I'm not going to sit. Because I was going to say, if there was any other besides black, a whole city of black people, power been hooked up so fast. And I know that. And I know that to be true because I don't live in Gary. I don't even live in here. But I do live in a city where your water can't even be. One thing happened. They sent out the alien from outer space to come fix anything. Yes, they do. No. If we get a crack in the street, they come fix the whole street. Yes, they do. But I like that. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all.
2013 through 2018 model years for a fire risk that had nothing to do with a hybrid battery. The danger came from the regular 12-volt battery under the hood. If a replacement battery was slightly too small and the hold-down clamp wasn't tightened correctly, the battery could...
I'm going to go ahead and play this because a lot of y'all may be driving this car or those cars and don't know it. So this is educational and entertainment. But this is educational. You all need to know this. In case you're driving one of those cars, you say, oh gosh, I didn't know. Thank God for Pinkie the housewife. That woman be on it. She be letting me know everything that's going on. Yes, I do.
Shift during a hard turn. Then the positive terminal could touch the clamp, causing a short circuit and potentially a fire. NHTSA even confirmed some complaints involved fires while the ignition was completely off. Then, on May 19, 2026, an MTA-affiliated Toyota RAV4 hybrid caught fire near Wall Street, close to Broadway and Stone Street, just steps from the charging bull. Witnesses filmed the SUV burning before it erupted into a massive fireball, sending people running as black smoke filled the street. To be clear, investigators have not confirmed that fire was caused by the recall defect, but after a RAV4 hybrid exploded in Lower Manhattan, one question becomes impossible to ignore. Would you park one inside your garage? Number 13, Hyundai Kona Electric, 2019 to 2020. This is a nightmare for EV buyers. NHTSA issued emergency warnings after 13 battery fires erupted globally, and every single one of those vehicles was turned off when it caught fire. 3 happened in South Korea while the cars sat fully charged, 2 more in Canada, 1 in Europe. The problem? Lithium-ion batteries manufactured by LG Energy Solutions with folded anode tabs causing internal short circuits. Hyundai recalled 82,000 vehicles worldwide at a cost of $900 million, replacing the entire battery on every single unit. You bought an electric vehicle to save money and be responsible. Instead, NHTSA told you, park outdoors, away from structures. Do not charge overnight. That's not inconvenient. That's a complete lifestyle disruption. If you're looking at a used 2019 or 2020 Kona Electric, verify the battery replacement documentation. Without proof, you're buying a car the government said was unsafe to park in your garage. Number 12, Kia Soul, 2011 to 2013. This one catches people off guard because the Kia Soul has always had a reputation for being a fun, affordable, reliable city car. Not anymore. The 2011 to 2013 Kia Soul is part of a massive 1.73 million vehicle recall covering multiple Kia models. The culprit, the anti-lock brake system module. It can leak brake fluid internally and cause an electrical short. That short creates significant overcurrent in the ABS module, increasing the risk of an engine compartment fire while driving or parked. NHTSA confirmed 1 engine compartment fire, 3 fires in the unit, and 6 instances of melting components. And here's what makes this especially alarming. The fire risk exists whether the car is moving or sitting still. Kia is still working on a remedy. Until then, park outside, away from homes and structures. Number 11, Kia Seltos and Sportage, 2023 to 2024. Number 11 proves this isn't just an old car problem. We're talking brand new gas vehicles. The 2023 to 2024 Kia Seltos and Sportage. Kia recalled 39,000 vehicles for faulty electric oil pumps. The idle stop-and-go system's capacitor can overheat, short circuit, and ignite fires. 6 incidents of melting components already reported. Here's what makes this worse. The defect affects vehicles produced between October 2022 and June 2023. That means this problem went undetected for 8 months of production. 8 months. How many cars rolled off the assembly line with a ticking time bomb? Some owners are reporting wait times of 2 to 3 months for parts. You're making monthly payments on a brand new car, and you can't park it in your own garage. Number 10, Ram 2500 and 3500 Heavy Duty, 2022 to 2024. This recall hits contractors, farmers, and business owners the hardest. Ram recalled 30,665 Cummins diesel trucks for intake heater grid relay fires. 6 confirmed fires reported. 5 happened while the engines were running, but one happened after the ignition was turned off. 0 warning, 0 indication, just fire. These are $60,000 to $80,000 workhorses. Parking outside for months isn't just inconvenient. It's devastating for business operations. A contractor loading tools in the rain, a farmer who can't store their truck in the barn, a business owner watching their schedule fall apart. And here's the part that should make you angry. This recall expanded from 2 previous smaller campaigns from 2021. Ram knew about this issue for years before taking comprehensive action. That's unacceptable when we're talking about fire risk. Number 9, Hyundai Tucson, Palisade, and Sonata, 2023. Same oil pump disaster, 3 different models, 52,000 vehicles affected. Hyundai confirmed 4 incidents of heat damage before issuing warnings. The recall notice stated fires could occur without warning, and the electronic controller in the oil pump can overheat even when the vehicle is off. These are 2023 models, practically brand new. Some owners hadn't even made their first year of payments before receiving park outside notices. Resale values have dropped. Insurance premiums have gone up. A car purchase turned into a financial nightmare. 3 different model lines. Same dangerous defect. That's not bad luck. That's a quality control catastrophe. Number 8, BMW 3 Series, X3, X4, Z4, and 5 Series, 2019 to 2022. German engineering. American recall nightmare. BMW issued NHTSA Recall 25V636 for 196,355 vehicles. The 2019 to 2022 3 Series, Z4, X3, X4, and 5 Series. And here's the twist. 1,469 Toyota Supras are also included because they share the same Denso-supplied starter motor relay. That relay corrodes when exposed to water during normal operation. Corrosion causes electrical shorts. Shorts cause overheating and fires, while driving or parked with the ignition off. BMW estimated only 0.1% of vehicles are affected. But here's the catch. They couldn't identify which specific vehicle.
I'm not going to play this whole thing because it's 17 minutes long and we're 7 minutes into it because I got some stuff I really need to. If we have time, put it like this. I'll leave it where it's left off at. But I'm also going to put it down in my description box below my video. Now, if we have time, I'll go back and pick up where we left off because somebody may be driving one of the cars that's on the list. You know what I mean? Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. I mean, I'll just leave this exactly where it's at. But move it. That was Pinky being nosy. I came up on that because I'm nosy. Okay. Okay. Whew. Things you come across when you're trying to be nosy. Okay. I forgot what I was looking for. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, here it is. And we're going to talk about one day all the food plants have been shut down. Y'all remember, I used to talk about them all the time. I used to give y'all warnings ahead of time before a company lay off, not just once, like everybody right now. They only give you the information when the company can lay you off because it's everywhere then. Breaking news. I used to give it to you before they laid you off, even a month before, 2 months, 6 months, a whole year before they laid you off. I used to give y'all because I used to pull the warrant notice report. And when I pulled that report, I pulled the company, what the company just filed. Okay? That's how I got that information. But a lot of people, I just couldn't understand y'all. You rather watch some Love and Marriage Huntsville stuff or some Real Housewife stuff when that ain't going nowhere. We can talk about it today. We can talk about it tomorrow. We can talk about it next week. Still going to be the same information I gave you last time. It ain't going nowhere. But when it came to your job or your husband, your daughter, your sister, your brother, a family member, a friend, you didn't give a damn. You didn't care whether you get laid off or not. You didn't care whether I give you that information or not. And I will give you the address of the company. I would give you the company's name, the address, how many employees are going to get laid off, the department that they work in, every damn thing, and you still didn't give a hoot. So I said to myself, I go through all this information, go through all of that to give people all of that. And I didn't do just one company like everybody else. I pulled the whole list. And this company, that company, that company. I gave you everything. All in that one line. Still within under that 2 hour time frame. Did you care? I think y'all care now. But see, and nobody knew what warrant notice was until I went down that rabbit hole and found out. And then I had my AI set up. True. It's true. I had my AI set up every Sunday to give me that information. I called it a certain report. I made name up of the report. It was a report that I would say pull that report. And when it pulled that report, it knew that I like it done. And it pulls it up and everything I needed. I give y'all that information. Just like so. And you think I'd be watching other people giving it to you. I said to myself, they're only focusing on one company. They're only focusing on that one plant. They're only focusing on that after y'all got laid off. I was trying to tell you before that happened. In case you know somebody. Just in case it's you or you know somebody. Not just that one company, but I would go over all the companies. Yes, I did. Gave you the date, everything when they're gonna lay you off, and how long you got left before you get laid off, and whether it's gonna be temporary, permanent, or whatever. However, well, whether it's just gonna be the plant closing or what they was doing. I gave you information nobody else gave you, and I even read from the CEO letter that he had sent in. Yes, I did. I didn't care. So that's why I stopped doing it. And I think about it hurts my heart because I really want to give that information to y'all, but I ain't got time to be playing with y'all. Okay? That's it. I just don't have time to be playing with you. Okay. So, but we're going to go ahead and get on to something else. Okay? So I'll let y'all get it from somebody else that don't give a damn whether they give it to you or not. Okay? But I cared. I really did. I really did care, and I still do. But I'm not going to give it to you. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about Gary, Indiana. Gary. Y'all know who's from Gary, Indiana, right? The Jacksons. Michael Jackson. God rest his soul, because I love myself from Michael Jackson. Yes, I did. In my media room, I had a big poster. You know, the movie posters. I would order the movie posters that they would put up at the movies. I had it in my media room of him. But let's go ahead and get on with this here. This is the well, let me just play the video. I did the video. I just played my video. I did. I dropped the video a couple days ago, and I haven't been able to do nothing since, because I have my baby, Phoenix. And Phoenix had me on. Phoenix got me going. I'm just all over the place. And I got a break from Phoenix yesterday. Uh, God rest his soul, because I love my baby. But 2 years old, Phoenix. Here, let me go back, and I'm going to show you that short right quick. Okay, here we go. Here it is. I dropped this short last night. Oops. Okay. I mean, just go back and try it again and just hit something as you hitting that. Okay, here we go. Why is it like that? Why is it like that? Go figure. I don't know. Let me bring it back down, guys, and see. I don't know why it's like that. Let me try another video and see would it be the same. Okay? I want to try another one and see would it be the same as my video. Okay? Well, I'm going to cast something over and just check. Make sure. See whether you all can see this. If you can see this, then we're going to go back to my video. Okay? This is having no problem. This is the Chicago Sunday Times. Okay? But, and they just, this was just today, Monday, August 24th, 2026. Okay? And we got the hardest working paper in America. I hear you. Chicago Sunday Times. Okay, here it is. But I'm going to play the video. For some reason, it's just acting up. But Gary residents still in the dark as power outage, and let me just move this closer so I can see it, because I'm trying to see it from the thing now. Oh Lord. Okay. Gary residents still in the dark as power outage could drag for 2 weeks after last week's deadly storm. The state's utility company, NIPSCO, reported that over 60% of its customers, roughly over 370,000 homes, lost power during the August 11th storm, and days of severe weather, subsequently days of severe weather. And while many customers across the state have the lights back on, about 18,700 customers in Gary were still without power as of Saturday morning. And that was yesterday. That was 2 days ago. Okay? As of Saturday morning. Okay? And y'all see that picture of it right there. So, okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna try to since I could not, I've been trying to figure out what's wrong with my video. Y'all know. I'm gonna try it one more time now, since if that showed up right, mine should show. Oh! Ooh. Oh! Oh! It's acting right now. Sherry said, Mayor Eddie Milton said he spoke with President Orange and told him explicitly that they needed help. He said that he was going to do all that he can. Milton said he's not doing anything. Thank you for letting me know, Sherry, because I could have told him that. That man ain't thinking about y'all. You have to. There's something a lot of you all don't know. This administration is not trying to help Black people in America. Black people that was born here, raised here, that built this country after centuries of being slaves. Okay? Y'all please hit that like button. Hitting that like button is going to help push me further into the algorithm. Okay? But anyway, he ain't going to do a doggone thing for nobody that's Black. Okay? We built the White House that Orange head is sitting in. He ain't going to do a thing. Matter of fact, if you read Project 2025, y'all will learn that the agenda is, you remember that those hats that says "Make America Great Again"? You take that same hat, put it on your head. That hat is a clue. It's a code, not to y'all, Black folks like us, like me. Not to y'all Asian folks, not to y'all Hispanic folks, not to y'all Puerto Ricans or none of that. It's to the white folks. Say, remember it says "Make America Great Again"? Ain't no again in it. That hat means your ass ain't gonna they trying to get rid of your ass. Make America white again. That's what it's trying to say. If you read behind the lines, that hat says "Make America white again." It ain't saying nothing about "Make America great again." It wants you to think that's what it's saying. That's what you're reading, but you're not white. That's why you don't know. This is a racist administration that cares nothing about cities that are predominantly Black. You are right about that, Chair. Don't give a darn. Don't give a darn about it. Here it is. Let me let y'all listen to this.
Not believe no one is over here helping Gary.
Thousands of people in Gary, Indiana have been without power since August 11th.
The National Weather Service informed us that Gary faced the strongest winds, which reached 99 miles per hour, equivalent to a Category 2 hurricane.
All the power is out, as far as I know, all across Gary, Indiana.
They're losing food. Homes are getting warmer.
They do not have money, and some of the cards aren't even working. I ran into some ladies that had children, and my heart broke.
My name's Aja, and I'm going on day 7 of having no power and one of Indiana's worst blackouts and one of the highest crime cities in Indiana.
NIPSCO, the company that services 100% of customers in Gary, are now saying that it may be until next Tuesday until many people get power back.
We're on day 9 of no power in Gary, Indiana.
My neighbor across the street, my teacher down two streets down, we have no air in here.
Schools are closed. Families are throwing away spoiled food. People are driving to Illinois just to find ice for insulin.
I am from Gary, Indiana. I was born there, raised there until I was about 8 years old. My family is from there and people still live there. And many people are telling me that they still don't have power. They have trees on top of their homes. One of my cousins sent me this video of a grocery store completely decimated, food spoiled. This is also where the city gave people vouchers to, $150 of vouchers. But this was the only place that they could use the vouchers.
I, for one, have not seen anybody else outside of Gary, Indiana, talk about what's going on in Gary, Indiana. And I don't like it.
Gary, Indiana specifically is also almost 85% Black. That's important.
I think this should be national news. And it's crazy to me that it's not being talked about.
I can't.
Now, let me just tell you this. What they're saying, it is true, in my opinion. I came across this video, I think it was last night. I came across it. Now, I made up this one here of feeding from the stuff that they had already created, right? So, and I typed in the comments that this is my first time hearing about this story, hearing about Gary, Indiana. And prayers go out to the residents there and the family. And I said that I would do my best to try to bring awareness to what's going on by using my platform, which is my channel. I have 3 channels using my platform. I may not have a big, huge. Now, Don Lemon, I watched him yesterday. He said, or was it this morning? It was I think it was this morning. Yeah, it was this morning. He said that this is his first time hearing about this. And y'all know I love myself some Don Lemon. He haven't heard about it. That was his first time. The same like yesterday was my first time. And a lot of people have never heard about this. You know what I'm saying? It's new to them. Just like it was new to me. And I said I was going to I do not have a huge platform, but people do watch me. I do have a presence on YouTube. May not be as big as other people, but I do have a presence. And I do have a name that people recognize. Okay? So, I'm going to use whatever platform I got. And like I said, until the situation gets handled or fixed or other outlets start bringing awareness to this too, and everybody start talking about it, and they fix that situation, they come in and restore power to those residents, I'm going to keep talking about it. So I'm going to keep making short videos, and I'm going to keep talking about it. Or I may make a regular video, but it's on my live tonight. That's why I say y'all need to hit that like button and share. The more you hit that like button, that it don't cost you a penny to hit. Let me see how y'all doing with it, because I know some of y'all are some people just play games with you. Okay. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. The more you all hit that like button, the more YouTube push this out into the algorithm. By having this pushed out into the algorithm, more people get a chance to see it. And please share this video because I'm talking about Gary and this is an intentionally thing for me to talk about them in the very beginning because I want as many people to hear this. I don't want to wait an hour later and in my chat I'm start bringing it up because most people have fell asleep and dropped off or whatever they're gonna do. So I wanted to bring it up in the very beginning until I got nosy and wanted to know about the cars. But that helped y'all too because you never know, y'all may be driving one of those cars or truck. But we need let me everybody needs to hear about this. Y'all need to pass this on. Don't just let it stop at me, okay? Or Don Lemon to get this out. Y'all, everybody needs to help out, okay? Let me go ahead and that was the Sunday. I can get rid of them. Okay. Let me go ahead and bring you all more information on it, okay? This is 10 hours ago. So he's waking up to it. Resident in Gary had no power for 2 weeks. Think about it, guys. No power for 2 weeks. And it's hot as hell. Not everybody can go and stay in a hotel. Not just a rinky-dinky hotel. I mean a big 5-star luxury hotel. Well, you don't mind if they do it. Okay, y'all go ahead and take care of them whenever you get ready. Because I'm enjoying myself. I got somebody coming in making this bed, turning down the bed, bringing me popcorn night, turning back the blinds for me every morning and every night, bringing me the newspaper, calling around to find the best place for me to eat and trying to get me into the restaurants and everything. And I ain't got to lift a finger because I got a full service. I got full service. Plus, I got my concierge that's going to make sure I get the best restaurant, the best seat in the house every time. And then I ain't got to worry about getting my own car out of the parking garage. I just say I'm going to be leaving. Call down. I'm going to be leaving at a certain time at this time. And then my car is pulled up. And if I don't want to drive my car, they have their car and I ain't getting in no Uber. They're going to bring out the stretch for me. You see what I'm saying? Not everybody can do that. And say, well, I ain't worrying about it. I'm doing good. And then you ain't crowded up. You got your kids in another room. If they don't want to, each one of them got their own big suite. And not everybody can do that. So they need this fixed now, not later. But the reason why it's not getting fixed now, because they're looking at the residents, who they are. It's who they are. That's why it's not getting fixed. If they were some lily color people, it'd have been, oh Lord, they've been taken care of. And you know how I know? Because I live around all the lily white folks. You see what I'm saying? Not in just the regular neighborhood. The $1 million neighborhood. $1 million neighborhood, that's what. So I know. So this needs to get fixed now, not later. A lot of people on machines that have to have power. A lot of people that got medicine that have to be refrigerated. See what I'm saying? And not everybody can eat junk food and restaurant food and Taco Bell and McDonald's every day because they own their system won't allow it because they may have some type of illness that they have to eat a proper meal every day. So they're just not being unalive by a sorry administration that don't give a darn about that took the powers that be that would take care of stuff like this. Don't give about them whether they sick or can't do for themselves. They don't care. Although he's sick too. So, but we're gonna listen to this. Okay, residents in Gary. She's been there for 2 weeks without power.
Smell it. Yeah, and it's sewage. I noticed that in my bathroom, it has a real bad smell.
In Marjorie Wilson's backyard, gurgling water and sewage bubble up in unincorporated Calumet Township. The sewage pumps failing during this outage.
Absolutely, because it's being ran by electricity, and we don't have any power. This is terrible.
Neighbors reporting tubs and toilets stopped working after the storm. Lake County opening these portable restrooms nearby at the Lake Ridge Fire Station. These bathrooms have a sink, they have a toilet and a shower that people can use, and most crucially, they also have air conditioning.
It makes it hard, but hopefully sooner or later, the power comes back on and things will straighten out.
Meantime, over in the city of Gary, this was the scene at the Save More Foods grocery store running off a generator. That means no meat, nothing fresh.
No luxuries, no ice cream, no popsicles for the children. It's just basic food just to survive on.
Yeah, you smell it. Yeah, and
You
it's
saw how empty the stores were, right? That store was. Most of the stores, there's one particular store where they are given vouchers to go into the store to purchase food, right? But then they're only giving vouchers to that one particular store. And that one particular store ain't got nothing in it. It's empty. So how good is that voucher? That voucher is no good. Your voucher is no good here because the store don't even have no food. Okay? I'm just letting you know. Let me pull up another one because this is serious. This ain't no play stuff. This is serious. This is a serious matter. None of this stuff is play. This is serious. And people need to. Okay. This is CBS Evening News. I'm bringing this stuff to you because this is serious, guys. People's lives at stake. Their kids, their mothers, their fathers, everybody's life is at stake for this.
To Indiana now, where it's been 11 days since powerful storms knocked out electricity to tens of thousands of residents. For many, it's still out, with frustration mounting. CBS's Usher Qureshi.
You said 11 days. Let's see how long this is when this was put out. This is 2 days ago. Okay, so she said 11 days. It's more than 11 days now. Okay, that's why I had to go back and look and see when did they drop this. But nevertheless, this is somebody speaking up about what's going on. Okay?
Is in Gary, Indiana, hit hard by the outage. Usher, good evening to you.
Good evening, Jerika. At this hour, crews are still working while residents are in survival mode. Power is not expected to be restored here for many residents until late Tuesday, and the sense of desperation is growing. Like so many in Gary, Indiana, Shatia Hardin has been waiting for the minute her power finally turns back on.
It's been absolutely horrible. At night, we're sweating, we're irritable. You know, we have children to look out for, elderly people.
The storm walloped Indiana last week, killing at least 7 people and displacing about 1,000. In Gary, the storm knocked out electricity for more than half of the city's residents, where 1 in 3 lives in poverty.
It's not okay for us to continually be in survival mode.
Yesterday, Indiana Governor Mike Braun said he requested an expedited major disaster declaration from FEMA. He says losses from the storm and its aftermath could top $5 billion. Many residents in Gary.
Now, if he's a Republican, he probably don't give a damn. And he probably voted for shit like this, for them to take away FEMA and all the stuff that the different programs that can help people like this. I'm not saying because I don't know his ass, but I'm just letting you know. You got to see who you're looking at. You need to know who's in power and who you're looking at. But if I lived there, I would know. But I don't live there. But It don't stop me from not bringing this story to you. This story needs to be brought to you because these are people's lives. They're not playing with their life. So this administration needs to stop playing with their life, the lives of these residents.
Have been relying on this community center for hot meals, air conditioning, and a chance to charge their phones. Earlier this week, a class action lawsuit was filed against the region's electrical utility, NIPSCO, alleging the company failed to proactively trim back vegetation from power lines. NIPSCO disputes the claim, saying it's more than doubled its vegetation management in the last 10 years. Eddie Melton is the city's mayor.
So we're going to revisit what should we do better from an emergency management standpoint. But going back to the utility side, what I'm going to encourage and demand that we start having more accountability.
Right now, about 30,000 people here in northern Indiana are still without power. For people who are still waiting, if their power doesn't come back until Tuesday, that'll mean they've been in the dark for 2 full weeks. Sharika?
Usher Qureshi in Gary, Indiana tonight. Thank you.
Now,
come on up, everybody, come on.
Here go. Let me just say something, guys. You know what? Whenever I'm out, when I'm driving or I'm with my husband or he's driving, you know what? I pay close attention to trees. I always look where they have a tree planted. No matter where you go and what city you go down, not all of them, but in low income, poor neighborhoods and stuff like that, and they love to plant trees right up under a telegram pole. Tell me it ain't true. Tell me it ain't true. Because you can't. You know why? When that tree grows, every time a big storm will knock the damn power out. And I always say to myself, how the hell do people plant trees right up under a telegraph pole? It just don't make no sense. I guess because I'm so here. We've been trying to cut down over 100 trees and still haven't made a dent. And even if we do 100 trees, we still ain't gonna make a dent on my property. Okay. And every property that I have or had in the past, I always have so many trees. But one thing, because we built, I never put trees near right up on a house, a walkway, a driveway, any power boxes or anything where power lines or anything. I don't do that. Because I just don't do that. Because of the education that I have, that the degree that I have that taught me better. I don't want to get into all that, but I know better. You don't, because those things will grow. And I'm a model. This was the model home, right? We never buy other folks' home, but this is a gift, birthday gift. Cut down every tree across the front. And everybody, big, beautiful magnolia trees, big, beautiful trees. Everybody in the neighborhood wondering what the fuck is she doing? I had them all cut down. And I'm putting them where, and I fuss at my husband because the roots grow out, and I wish I could show you what I got. I got root killers sitting out there now, trying so I can kill all these doggone roots. You don't, y'all, when the power is down, that's when those fools should get out there and cut those trees. Because what's the difference? It ain't gonna harm you. Don't get me started, because to me, this is just crazy. This is just crazy. The people that's in power do things to sabotage people of lower income. When you're Black, Hispanic, or you're a lower income, or you live in a poor neighborhood, or you're struggling to get by, even if you in a neighborhood where you're paying Paul to pay paying Peter to pay Paul to keep this house a decent sized house, or whatever, they still gonna treat you like crap. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. That's part of our conversation tonight. Because y'all getting ready to learn some stuff tonight. So y'all make sure y'all sit down, because y'all getting ready to learn a lot tonight. Because I'm tired of people thinking y'all bamboo in the food, bamboozle the food, or whoever you want to call it. Y'all know I'm not good with all these crazy old sayings that your grandma and granddaddy used to say. I can't remember all that stuff. I don't. So, but I'm not going to be letting y'all keep being bamboo the food, bamboozled in your head. I'm bringing. So that's why I said, let me work on the cases later, the two cases, the murder case, and then the both murder cases, Nolan Wells and Anthony. No, Camilla Anthony. I'll work on them later. But I need to do this today because I'm tired of y'all, everybody thinking y'all are bamboos, thinking y'all are food, treating you like food. I can only take it for so long. I look at it and I just shake my head. I just have to shake my head. I really do. I shake my head.
Enjoy the day, y'all. Just go right over that way. Come on up, come on up. Hi, how you doing? Just go and you can just go that way.
This event means hope. It means togetherness, and we appreciate all that, the food and the cooking, but we need NIPSCO. We still got to go back to our homes in the black, in the dark, with no electricity, when our basement's flooded. We still got to go back. So you feed us for a minute, you give us a little something. We need more than that.
Thank you, Mama. Somebody got this thing you still got to go back. They ain't doing enough. This administration ain't gonna do enough. This administration want to break you, starve you, make you homeless, so you can be not their problem no more. And then you all know what comes after that. Okay? You know what comes after that. They don't want you want that? Yeah.
Whoa, survival mode, no lights. Everything that I had in the fridge is gone, spoiled.
Couldn't get gas. You had nowhere to go eat. The lights is out on the streets. It's pitch black. It looks really scary and dark. You got trees on the roads that we haven't gotten up yet, and people can't even pass them. And it's sad to leave a city like this.
It's like they're trying to kill us all, really, if you ask me. And it don't make no sense.
I didn't say it. He said it for me. I did not want to say that. This gentleman said it for. He said it. Everything is alleged. What I said, in just my opinion, but he said it for you. Seems like they trying to kill us. Mm-hmm.
It should be a disaster area, It's like, oh, they normal, they can handle it, whatever.
You got to think about Gary is predominantly black. And look how they treating us. It's terrible out here, man. It's terrible. And it shouldn't even be this way in 2026, man. 2026 is still like this, and it's terrible, man. It's terrible. I feel bad, to be honest with you,
y'all
man.
something. Y'all, when you got money to go get your hair, when all this is over, you got money to go get your hair done and your nails done and go buy them Jordans and all this here crap, you start saving that money and get a generator. Get yourself a generator, save your money, and prepare for these things. Start stacking up on food that you don't have to put in the refrigerator, that don't spoil. And get you cooktops and things that you don't have to plug up. Y'all better, I'm serious. I'm serious. Y'all better start thinking. Because the man already said it, and I ain't going to say it though.
Oh, for sure. Lowe's price gouging, Home Depot price gouging. And the time of need, they with the generators on a normal day, you go get a generator for like $400-500. They want to charge you $1,000 for a generator. Let alone the gas that you got to put in there, $20-30 every single day.
Ain't doing nothing. If you cannot afford a new generator, you go and find, there's many ways that you can find a used generator. Buy it. You may be saying, well, that's all over with now. I don't need it now. Don't ever say you don't need it. People, the dumbest thing when I would hear people say, I don't need insurance because I'm healthy. I look at them like they dumb as rock. And when they say stuff like that, ain't nothing you can say to them. Go ahead again. Go ahead. Always have insurance. Always have insurance. Car insurance, health insurance, everything. Dental insurance, always have insurance. You never know when you're going to need it. And it's best to have it than not have it. If you can't find now y'all can tell this is not a new generator, but I bet you he's glad he got it. I bet you he's so glad that that generator is there. I don't care how it looks. A generator is a generator. It's still going to, a new generator, an old generator, still going to do the same thing. It's going to help save your food and put some power in your house.
That's one thing about us as Black people, we will adapt to any situation. It might be hard from the beginning, but we will adapt. And we've been without power for like the last 10 days now. And as you can see, I'm out grilling, you know what I'm saying? It's been like this, but we also do have a generator. But like for the last 10 days, we've really been out power, and it's really been bad, very inconvenient for us. But, you know, one thing about us, we're going to adapt to any situation, you know.
Ooh, thank you, brother. Thank you, but look at that food. He is grilling some good. He got some big long hot dogs on there. Oh my God, he got some food on that grill. You see that? And when you look at it, it's not one of those grills that you go to Home Depot and Lowe's and get, is it? It's the same kind of grill that you can build yourself, make it yourself, or pay somebody to make one for you if you don't have the equipment to make you one. And it don't have to be plugged up. You just need a match in your coat. And there you go. And you can still eat. And like he's saying, they still got a generator. It may not be the situation it was before the August 11th when the storm hit with winds at a Category 2 storm hurricane, but look what he's doing. He don't have to worry about anything.
I'm just going to show. And these are all the things that people take for granted. The basic things as far as like power, taking a shower, flushing your toilet, anything of that nature like that. So we really under siege, and I hope they just take care of the situation. Thank you.
The poor girl touch the grass to make it look clear.
The power went out on the 11th of August. Was about 10:30 that morning when the storm came through, and haven't been back on since. We've been in the dark ever since. And the storm took down trees, branches, trees fell on cars and all, and on the house and all down the street there. That's a big tree. It's sitting in the yard that done fell down and stuff. So it's just been rough around here.
Now, let me just say, in other communities, white communities, whether they're still poor in the white community, they'll come out as a community, and everybody have their power tools. They'll have the saw, electric saw, and everything, or hand saw or whatever, and they will be cutting them trees down off. They will be clearing trees off of houses, and people don't have to pay. They do it for free because they helping. Neighbor help neighbor. They'll be cutting down trees, cutting trees down off houses, cutting trees and that are blocking the roadway and everything. They be piling it up. So when the city do open back up, there's a lot of tree branches out there that was cut up. Trees that anybody wants the wood, go out there and get it, or the city come get it. See, I always have those too. I can't say enough about how many we got. Because it's just something we always had.
They say we probably won't have no power back on until about the 12th of September. And that is too long for anybody to be without power.
Oh,
and all the stores and everything.
September, that's a month. Because they lost power August the 11th when that storm came rolling through around 10:30 or something like that, 10:30ish that morning. They lost power then, and if it's not gonna be turned on until September, full power to September the 12th, that's a whole month, guys. A whole month.
Thing is closed up around here with no, food and stuff. So I don't know. All we can do is pray that we get it on.
On August 11th, a massive storm system knocked out power across much of Northwest Indiana. Nearly 2 weeks later, thousands of Hoosiers in cities like Gary and Portage are still living without power. My name is Sophie Hartley. I'm an environment reporter at the Indianapolis Star, and I've been on the ground today with photographer Michael Clubb from the South Bend Tribune, interviewing residents and hearing their stories. Here's what they have to say.
It's difficult. Some things that when you think about food and the basic necessities and not able to have those, to be able to go to them when you need them, it's rough. Out in the unincorporated area now, they're dealing with sewage back up. So the pumps are not on. So you look at the things that we take for granted, flushing the toilet. So, and now they have raw sewage backing up in home, backing up in the backyard and things of that nature there.
I can't afford a generator. I'm barely affording what I'm staying in my house with, you know what I'm saying? I already got little groceries. And then a little money I had just to, carry over through the month. And I had to spend that. Now I'm down to what, $13 now?
Until when?
Until next month. Come around.
People were telling me they had to go to Kentucky, had to go to Ohio, different places just to buy generators because they didn't get hit. So they had generators or whatever.
But, I'm more concerned, not even about me, to be honest with you, my neighbor. She's a loner, no husband, no kids, well, a daughter. She needs more support than I do. She's about 80-something years old. So what are they going to do for her?
It's been very difficult. I live next door in the parsonage. I'm here every night, pitch back. They're breaking in and stealing. And so I'm here in a hot house, no electricity. Today we took 100 dinners up to the nursing home right up the street and gave and served care packages and free food, good food, soul food.
Power has been coming back on across the region in increments, and the local electric company NIPSCO told residents in Gary that they should start being able to turn their lights back on this week. But some of the people that we talked to today on the ground said they'll believe it when they see it.
Yeah, but also.
Well, it's always We'll have it on for you Tuesday. We'll have it on for you Saturday. We'll have it on for you Monday, you know. So now they say Tuesday, and if not Tuesday, September 1st.
Really, they trying to get everything off the line so they can pull the lines together and restore everything. So they don't have a time frame on exactly how long it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know, so I said, one guy said, maybe, I only can guess, maybe 2 weeks, you know, so we almost into the 2 weeks deadline now, you know. And I said, well, that's as long as we ever been out, you know, on power. But look at all the food I had to throw away. You know what I'm saying?
If nothing else happened, I think that they need to get them vouchers. They need to get money to pay every resident in Indiana need to get paid for all that food they threw away. Maybe not exactly what you threw away, but everybody need a check for all that food. Because food ain't cheap. And then if to pay for other things. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, this is Don talking about it too. See, remember? Don Lemon is talking about it. See, Gary, Indiana hasn't had power for 13 days. No failed. Who failed them? And so if we have time, I want to come back to Don. I'm going to go ahead and drop down from here and go on. But if we have time, I'll come back to this one here. Okay? Let me go ahead and get on to the next thing that we got to talk about. Let me bring that thumbnail up, guys. This is the thumbnail. America held hostage. Your car said no driving today. There's also Frisco, Texas. Remember, that's where the murder of or the killing or accidentally killing or whatever you want to call it, that Maycap guy. Remember, this is Austin Maycap at the track meet. Okay, we're this is the same city. Okay, and then help. We just at the top right. Help Gary and Anna. Help now. We just got through talking about them. Let's go ahead and talk about the. Let me see. Let's talk about Frisco, Texas first, and then we'll leave the rest of hour to the cars. So we're going to go ahead and talk about Frisco, Texas next. Okay, and this is not just happening in Frisco, but this is happening in other states too. So don't get it twisted. Okay, don't get it twisted. Let me find that for you right quick. Okay. Okay. Let me show it to you. Okay. Now, a lot of people may not heard this because this is new to me too. This is new. This is something I recently learned of. I recently learned of this, that in Texas, well, other states have tried it, and there's another place outside the U.S. have tried this too. They're doing it, but anyway, let me just explain to it. There are places they're trying this in Frisco, and it blows my mind to try to figure out why Frisco. Frisco is not a that's a very high income level city. I know, because I'm always in Frisco. Doctor's appointment. My daughter used to teach in Frisco. I live right outside of Frisco, in one of my houses. I ain't gonna say which one. And so don't catch me at all of them. So don't go pulling up because you ain't gonna. I'm not even there right now. I only visit that house on the weekend. Okay, but anyway, and it ain't the weekend. No, no. But anyway, for them to try It's like a little planned community. If they call it the 15-minute city. It's a planned 15-minute city. Everywhere you because in 2027, I tried to talk to y'all about this too, but y'all don't want to talk about it. Y'all want to hear some shit about fights and what's going on. She said this and she said that, and she took her husband and she's popping and she's got pregnant by him and he ain't no good. And she pulled her wig off and they fighting, two women fight. That's what y'all want to hear. You don't want to hear that nothing that's going to affect you, but I don't give a damn today because that's what you're going to hear today. Okay? Planned communities. They call them 15-minute cities. Frisco, Texas got one. And having more built. And what it is, no matter where you go, you can go to the grocery store. Everything is just 15 minutes. You only do everything you need is within 15 minutes. The longest you may have to go somewhere is 20 minutes. But everything is, and basically it's controlled. They're keeping tabs on you. You've been watched. It's like almost you've been a study project. You have been studied. Nobody have told me that, but I'm not dumb either. Because I haven't built too many homes. So I'm not dumb. And I own too much land in different places. So I know where I buy and I know where I build. And people always say, why would you keep building within the same area? Why would I build outside this area? This area, I'm being protected. I'm being protected in this area. You know? Well, we don't worry about me. There's a reason why I do what I do and why I build what I build. You're never in 2027, if you don't own a home now, you will never own a home in 2027, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Because the big corporations, they're making sure you're not going to ever own anything. You're not going to even own your car no more. And that's one of the things we're going to talk about too. You're going to always be a renter, renting. And when you rent, they keep you on the low end of the totem pole. Because then they can control everything that you do. They can control where you live, how you live, when you open your door, when you go out, when you come in, everything. They control everything. The store that you're going to shop at, the doctors that you're going to go to, the baseball field for your kids, the school that they're going to go to, they are controlling everything. And it's almost, in my opinion, and ain't no almost, you're being studied like a lab rat. These big corporations, they've been buying up all these starter homes. And I'm not a big corporation, but I've been trying to get my hands on some. Not for the same reason, but I'm not going to live in them. No. I'm using them, not using them, but there'll be for people, other people that can't get a shot, a fair square shot, because they, no matter what you do, you ain't going to get in a house. And I don't hold on to. I may maybe 10 years, 8, 10 years. Then time 11 years, 12 years, and let's build another one or sell another one, whatever. But anyway, I'm not a realtor, guys. I'm a housewife. Okay? You are being studied, and they're controlling everything. They're planning these communities, these little cities, your grocery store, your doctors, where you send your kids to school, what you do, how you do it. Everything is controlled. Every time you go out of your house, they're going to know. Every time you go in your door, they're going to know. Let's watch it now.
I'm a big snack on the go person, and these meat sticks.
Wait, as soon as that commercial goes off, okay? Skip that.
A design where most daily necessities. 15-minute city, the urban planning concept revolves around a design where most daily necessities can be reached by a 15-minute walk, bike, or car ride. This is the Fields Frisco concept, and that's where I met up with one North Texas realtor to learn why these communities are growing in popularity in the suburbs. Standing in the middle of Fields Frisco,
And those
wide open
houses that
spaces
they
are
building ain't nothing but damn cardboard. Cardboard. And those houses are not designed to last even 5 years. Not even 5 years. You may get a good year out of it without any problem. But normally by the time you move in, you're gonna start having problems. They're gonna start falling down with you the minute you move in. The house is nothing but cardboard. The nails is not hitting in the studs. Everything. The bricks are not even there to stay. The bricks not even, they ain't even using the little metal thing to hold the bricks on. And the roof, you never know. Your toilet may not work. Everything, nothing. So, but this is what you're gonna, what if you ain't got nothing else, you're gonna take it. You see what I'm saying?
living up to the development's name.
It's going to be 2,600 acres of developed property here, 14,000 homes. So just imagine.
They're gonna make it sound so good. What always sound good ain't good for you. They're gonna look so, but don't push on that rail too hard because it may fall over. Okay? Don't turn the water on too hard because it may not be sealed in. It's gonna fall apart on you. What they doing is just throwing shit together. These houses ain't made of nothing but cardboard. Okay?
Imagine that.
In less than 5 years, you won't have to.
Let's go.
YouTube star and realtor Levi Lassick says 9 different communities are being built within this development.
You don't really have to leave that community except to take your kids to middle or high school, but they'll solve that problem within the next year whenever they build the middle and the high school within the community.
Fields Frisco is one of many so-called 15-minute cities being developed in North Texas suburbs, allowing residents to access most daily amenities within a 15 to 20-minute walk or car ride.
You're going to have walking trails. I mean, they will have likely grocery stores.
I forgot. They want you to be able to walk everywhere. Because a lot of people that are going to be moving in here, they're going to either have one car or no car. If they do have a car or 2 cars, probably 1 or 2 of them going to get repoed. Because you're going to be low income, and they getting you in there, going to do all these fancy ways and all these fancy things to get you approved. Or you may not be approved, or just say, we got you in, but it was hard. That's the okie dokie. And then before you know it, you're going to be paying for everything. You're going to pay for to unlock your door. A subscription to unlock your door. A subscription to go outside your door. And to get back in. Everything you doing, you're going to be paying for. And everywhere you go, you're going to be on camera. So if you don't want nobody watching you, they're going to watch everything you do, hear everything you say.
in here as well. I mean, just so you can stay within this whole community.
In car crazy North Texas, the appeal of leaving your vehicle parked is growing,
Every house
just like the population. The latest U.S. Census Bureau data ranks Frisco's population growth 15th in the nation. Allen County ranks 4th in the state for growth of new housing.
If your company moves and you have to move, you have to move. You can't change the market. So you have to work with the market conditions.
Levi goes beyond selling houses.
The fixtures, the light pendants. I mean,
On his YouTube channel, he's selling communities, and that's what entices people to these suburbs.
It's actually one of our most popular videos. In the last month, it's gotten 50,000 views.
Wow. Okay. With new construction properties like these, builders are providing incentives.
So let's say interest rates were 7%. You could actually get into a property at a 2-1 buy down, which means you're buying down the interest rate 2 points for the first year. So that means that if interest rates are currently at 7%, it buys it down to a 5% interest rate for the first year.
If you're willing to bet on the fact that rates are coming down.
And we're only looking to find you one house. And there's always a deal out there.
And more than enough space to choose your new community. So for Adam.
And it doesn't matter whether you're trying to get a $400,000 house, a $80,000, $100,000, $400,000, $500,000, $1 million house. They all are still built with shit. Nothing but cardboard. They trash. I would never buy a brand new home in this time. I would never in my life buy you couldn't give me one for free. A brand new home that was built in 2026 or 2025, 2024, 2023, 2022, or 2021 or 20. You couldn't give it to me because it ain't nothing but shit. It ain't nothing but it's built with the cheapest stuff that you can find to put it together, and probably half of it is going to be molded out and broken down. You're going to have cracks in the foundation and everything. Just allegedly, in my opinion. The houses ain't shit during this time. You got to remember, they was being built during C-19. During C-19, you couldn't get nothing. And the thing about houses now, they say, if you go into a new house, everybody that's trying to sell their house, oh, this is what the new generation love. This is what new generation don't know shit. Because that shit they talking about that y'all love, it ain't true. That's just a new terminology that they got for you, a new term, saying that. Y'all want nothing but pasteboard? When you open the cabinet, you can't even put a plate in. A cabinet supposed to be a certain depth and width, so you can put a normal size plate, bowls, and such things in. Nowadays, if you got a normal plate, you cannot put that plate in there because the door would not close. It's not big enough. Do you understand? And then it's cheap. That ain't nothing but plywood, painted plywood, and all of them every house you go is white, 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 and that's builder's cheap paint. You want to know how I know all this shit? I'm built too many. Okay, I'm not a builder. I'm not a realtor. But when you got the money and you can build homes to stay in versus one, it ain't like I built 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Okay, keep going up. So I know what I'm talking about, and I never built a home with cheap material. I always built custom and the high stuff. And the shit that I would build from, you can't just get it. You have to have it shipped in. You can't don't do mortar. Anybody done heard me before? I don't put mortar between my bricks. It got to be white sand. If it ain't white sand, you ain't putting the shit. We ain't doing it. And white sand, you can't just go buy white sand. You got to have that shit brought in. And a lot of stuff that I put in our homes, you got to have it brought in. You just can't get it. And a lot of stuff I go out and look myself for. I go to places and look and find it myself. And I buy it and bring it and have the workers. This is what I want. Put this up there. Put this here. You know, I would buy certain things just to put, you know, that's that. But anyway, these houses ain't but shit. They're gonna fall down on you. But if that's all you can afford, take it. Just heed the warning. And remember, don't listen to me because I'm a housewife.
Perspective, Fields Frisco is between that new PGA of America's headquarters and the future Universal Kids theme park. So really a great area for families.
Well, and you know what they say about real estate, they're not making more of it. So you've got to take the land around North Texas and find places to put the homes for the folks that are here and the folks looking for new places to live. And if you can do it all in one little area, it's pretty great.
I know we talk about traffic and complain about it a lot. So anyways, I'd love to hear what you think. Use the hashtag I am up and weigh in on these ideal 15-minute cities for some people. Really good point.
And they want those cities to be called 15 they want those cities 15-minute cities. The reason why is I just got rid of that. The reason why is they want you to be able to walk to everywhere because you're going to get a point where you ain't going to have no car. You're going to have to walk to everywhere you go. Think about it. Just think about what I'm saying. And that may not make no sense to you now, but it will in the future, okay? Just heed my warning. Remember, I'm going to say, I remember we talked about this stuff. Okay? Those 15-minute cities. Okay. Let's go on. And Frisco, Texas is not the only place that they're doing them in. Those 15-minute cities is a basic way to control you. You're going to be controlled. You're going to be like in a rat. You're going to be the rat in the lab that they're going to be watching. They're going to know how you shop, when you shop, what you buy, everything. Whether you buy clothes, shoes, how you spend your money, how much money you got, when you left your house, when you came back home, what you saying inside your house, when your damn ceilings start falling in, when the doors all get to the point that they don't line up no more, they don't close no more, because none of the shit was put together in the first place. You go up in the attic, half of the things, but the nails are not hitting in the studs. They probably going right past it. Don't go up in the attic. You may fall through. Because years ago, you was able to walk up in your attic and go all up in your attic and build up in your attic. Build another room, build another. You can't do that shit now. Because the house, y'all, that's another day, okay? That's another day. But at least I told you. Let's get on to those to the 15-minute cities. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back one day and just make a video on it for you. I'm going to do your whole video on it. Okay? Now what we're getting ready to do is, let me see. I want to bring this video up right quick. I had this saved to show it. Okay? Let me bring it back. Here we go.
Block them kids. Yeah, if they grown, block them. I know a lot of people gonna get mad, but listen to me. If every time you're grown,
You know what? I everything you saying, I believe in it, and I know it's to be true. And shit, I need to block one now. Act the fool with me today. They was trying me today, trying to test me today. You hear me? I said today, trying to test me today. No. I'm not having that shit no more. I'm tired of you disrespecting me, talking to me like you crazy. I am.
grown child call your phone, your nervous system get disrupted because you already know it ain't to check on you, it ain't to see how you doing, and it ain't because they miss you. It's because they need something. Another emergency, another bill, another crisis they create, and somehow they expected you to fix it. Some of y'all children were taught by the
And then when you don't fix it, they piss with you. They mad at you like a mother when you don't fix it. I'm sorry. I'm just letting him talk.
other adult that the only value that you have is what you can do for them. They wasn't taught to respect you. They were taught to use you. So they talk to you crazy, ignore your boundaries, disappear when life good, then come back like you owe them another rescue. Now, block them, because sometimes access is the only thing that's keeping them from growing up. Now listen, it's our responsibility to raise responsible, respectable adults with integrity. And if we fail somewhere, we got to be honest enough to acknowledge it. But there comes a point where you got to stop raising a grown child with money. Stop raising them with guilt. Stop raising them by rescuing them from every consequence. Sometimes the healthiest lesson is a boundary. Sometimes the greatest act of love is letting adulthood teach them what you no longer can. Because every time you save them, you delay the lesson. Every time you remove the consequence, you remove the opportunity for them to grow. So if they choose to become adults with no integrity, no accountability, no respect, and think that your only purpose is to keep cleaning up their mess, block them. Let life become the teacher, because your boundary might raise them better than your rescue ever did.
Done. Now, see why I had you to see that? I've been saving this video for days now. And that's why I was saving it. Because I just had to say that video. Now, we're getting ready to get into the car situation. And, ooh, Lord. Y'all need to hear this. Because I brought it up to somebody. Seems like every time I bring this to somebody's attention, they never heard of it. It's like, where are y'all living? I know it wrong. But I said, wait till 2027 comes. I ain't got to try to convince you a damn thing. Because you're going to find out yourself. You're going to be finding out yourself. And then you're going to be wishing that I would talk about this stuff on my channel. But I'm going to talk about it because I'm going to make sure I let you know. Remember, I tried to tell you about it. You didn't want to hear it then. Let me make sure I got this thing right. Okay, here we go. Oh, let me bring it up. Let me bring it up for you guys. Here it is. This is the car industry. Millions of car owners are facing a new scam. Companies are locking their own vehicles. Companies are locking you out of your own mother effing car now. And then you can't even fix on your car without going to jail. You go to jail, you can get up to 7 years, allegedly, for working on your car. No, it didn't say no up to. They said 7 years, but allegedly, for working on your car. You can't do a darn thing to your car no more. And people are now finally trying to wake the F up. And I've been trying to tell them this for months. Because they're hearing the from of a little black woman with a big mouth. They think I don't know what I'm talking about. But all that other stuff I tried to tell you, y'all heard it from the same little woman with the big mouth. That's called Pinkie the Housewife. You didn't believe me then? Then when the shit thing came and started slapping y'all in the face, y'all, yeah. You clowning now, but I tried to tell you ahead of time. I tried to tell you months ago about the car industry. So I let them tell you. Since you don't want to hear from me, the little black woman, I'll let y'all hear from the white folks. Because sometimes a black person can't tell you shit. Because you think we don't know what we're talking about. Y'all have to wait till a white person tell you. So I'll let the white person tell you. Okay? I'll let them tell you. And sit my lily step back down.
To decide if you're allowed to drive your own truck. GM needs Ford part to fix its own transmission, and a brand new Hemi just came in with a hole in the block at 300 miles. Like the video, subscribe. Let's get into it.
Hey, the real question is this. Why do I need a bill to give me permission to repair something I already own? Think about how absurd that is. I buy the vehicle, I pay the sales tax, I pay the registration, I pay the insurance, I pay for the fuel, I pay for the repairs, but somehow the government and the auto manufacturers act like they are still the ones in charge. That's not ownership. That's control. For decades, Americans could open.
I've been telling you, everything we're talking about today is what? Control. Gary, Indiana, with the power situation. No power for 2 weeks. Control. I talked about the city, that little city in Frisco that they make the 15, the plan, they call it the Plan 15-minute city, where in 15 minutes you can walk anywhere. You can walk to your doctor's, you can go to the grocery store, you can go do it in 15 minutes. Ain't no reason for you to get out of your community. You don't even need to get on the freeway. You don't need to get on a byway or pathway. You just stay right in your community. Everything is right there. Control. Everything I'm talking about today is control. What did I tell y'all? I said you need to wake the fuck up. Your car said no driving today. America is held hostage. Gary, Indiana needs help now. Not next week or the week after that. They need it now. I've been trying to tell y'all, y'all gonna learn one day. You're gonna start bringing your ass over here one day, but that one day is gonna be too damn late.
The hood, grab a wrench, and fix their own vehicles. Now, the manufacturers lock everything behind software, encryption, proprietary tools, and dealer access only. And where's the government? They're standing right beside them, helping build the walls, helping protect the monopoly, helping turn customers into hostages.
Y'all remember when the orange-haired man, I tried to tell you, the orange-haired man had a meeting with the dealership, the dealer, the people that own these big cars. Ford was one of them. All of them was up in there. There was some more with them. All up, and they came up with this beautiful plan for y'all. So you don't own shit. They came up with a plan. The car that you got, you ain't gonna ever own that sucker. Because right now, we own all of our cars. And we got a lot of them. We own them all. We don't pay for shit. We've been owning these cars since we got them. Brand new at that. And we ain't talking no little bitty car. $30,000 or $40,000 cars. No, we talking about 80 and 90 and 100. We talking about some big expensive ass cars. Okay? But we own them. But even when you own your car, they getting ready to fuck with you if you own your cars too. And I never took my cars to a regular person. We always taking our cars to the dealership. They know us by name. But even if you own your car, they're gonna fuck with you there. And we got one car that we call the airport car. We do call it the airport car. Whenever we got to travel, somebody got to go to the airport and travel. That's the car you use. Because if you park and somebody hit your car, that's okay. It's not okay because ain't nothing wrong with the car. There's no dents, no paint chip, no nothing. Beautiful looking car. But we call it the airport car because it's not as new as the rest of the car. The seats, perfect, everything. But we still call it there. We've been calling that for a long, long time. And we're still going to keep it. And we're never going to get rid of it. And so cars like that, that's real cars. It ain't the kind that's a plastic when somebody hits you and it tears up. This is real car. And guess what? They're finding a way to keep you out of that. And I know what it is, but I'm going to let them tell you because y'all just don't want to listen.
The auto manufacturers, they don't want independent mechanics competing. No. They don't want you repairing your own vehicle anymore. They don't want freedom. They want dependence because dependence is profitable. And government loves dependence too. A citizen who can take care of himself is hard to control, but a citizen who needs permission for everything is easy to control.
What you say?
That's how they look at it.
You, a citizen that don't need nobody to control them, don't need nothing from you. Got everything on their own. They own their own shit. You don't need nobody telling you nothing. You can't, it's hard to control that kind of person. But a person that's under government assistance, this and that, and you leasing or you renting your car, or you got a car payment, you leasing your house, and this and that, they gonna control you. And I'm trying to tell y'all so you can be aware of this, so you can start preparing for this, to get yourself from under that. That's the main thing. So the more you know, the better position you're in to make an informed decision. How the hell can you make an informed decision and you don't even know what you need to be informed on? Because you didn't want to learn it. You didn't want to listen.
That's why every year there's another regulation, another restriction, another excuse, another piece of your freedom carved away and handed to some corporation with a lobbyist. The right to repair shouldn't even exist as a debate. The day I buy this vehicle, every piece of information, every diagnostic code, every repair manual, and every tool needed to fix it should belong to me. Period. Because if government and corporations can tell you what you're allowed to do with your own property, then they don't view you as an owner. They view you as a customer to exploit and a citizen to manage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tired of both.
Fuck, you need somebody to manage.
You bought it. You pay for it. You can't fix it without their permission. That's not a car. That's a subscription you can't cancel.
This is why newer cars cost more to repair. Around 2008, we started going from older design cars like this to newer design cars like these. And inside these newer design cars, computers control everything inside the car. And don't get me wrong, computers control things in these cars, but the software is simple and never really needs to be changed. But with the newer designs came more features, more computers in it, and more complex software. And now anytime you do a major repair to one of these vehicles, it requires software programming. And while my Chinese launch scanner can do some of the programming, most of it has to be done with a factory scan tool. Now, factory scan tool, or pass-through devices, they call them sometimes, is not cheap. You're talking a couple $1,000s.
You're talking, you got to pay for that in order to diagnose the problem. You got to pay for an app. You didn't pay for the tool. Then you got to pay for a subscription or an app to go along with the tool that costs another couple $1,000. You see where I'm going with this? Just to figure out what's wrong with the damn car. But before, you didn't have to have that. You can look at a car and tell a person what's wrong with it. Now, they took that ability away from you. You can't look at a car, although you know what's wrong with it, but it's got to be diagnosed by AI. AI and took your damn jobs from you. They taking your houses from you. They taking your cars from you. They taking your communities from you. They taking every damn thing from you. They taking your food from you. You ain't doing nothing but eating fake manufactured food. Allegedly. Y'all need to come.
Then once you buy a factory pass-through device, you still have to buy the software, which from GM is not cheap. Nissan's pretty expensive as well, too. But the expense is 100% necessary, because without it, the transmission in the car just won't drive right after repair. So now every time a Chevy comes in or a Nissan, I got to add another $300 onto their transmission bill just to make sure it works right. But on this old Pontiac, we could swap the trans and program the keys without even touching a scan tool or a computer. But this new Cadillac will not run without a new transmission unless it's programmed, because the computer is inside the transmission. Now, if you ask the manufacturers, they'll probably tell you that
you can't get to it. Y'all see that? You see all the problems? They're making sure if you do tamper with it, they would know that car is not gonna work if you tamper with it. And then they making it where you got to have a computer for it to even get started again. Oh Lord, y'all done fucked up. Y'all better get yourself together. You better start coming over here. Y'all better make sure y'all start hitting that like button and that subscribe button, and it's free, so y'all can get this information. So next time I drop a video or trying to inform you of anything, you're ready to listen. And it's free. Now hit that like button and hype this video.
That programming is necessary to make the car more fuel efficient and have a better driving experience. But we all really know it's just so they can make more money and squeeze more money out of the consumer. And hopefully one day this will all be over when AI figures out the coding and exposes all the secrets. Until then, stay dirty and subscribe.
Wrench used to fix it. Now you need a $3,000 computer just to tell the car it got fixed. That's not progress. That's a toll booth.
Now imagine there was an emergency outside the truck, an accident, something terrible on the ranch with a chainsaw. And I jump in this truck, but the truck, it won't shift into drive. Why? Because the cameras and sensors inside this cab won't let it shift because it detects my eyes are big. There's a lot of emotion. There's some panic and it doesn't feel that I'm fit to drive. Now that's not science fiction. That is happening because Ford just filed the patents.
Yeah.
Ford actually has a series of patents down at the U.S. Patent and Trade Office that deal with the sensors and cameras inside the cab of their truck. And if the sensors in that truck determine that you're not fit to drive, that truck will not actually shift from park to drive.
Your truck decides if you're allowed to drive it. You paid $70,000 for a car that can say no.
Here's why you can't go to a junkyard and get a part for cars today. Okay,
Yeah, I'm glad he's talking. Oh, Lord. Junkyard's been catching on fire. Junkyards, I don't know why all of a sudden you go several junkyards on fire. What the hell are they burning? Paper? A mattress or something? The junkyard car, junkyard for cars only got the stuff for cars. Y'all tell me, I don't know. But you can't get the parts no more. They ain't letting nobody get the parts. That's why they're trying to eliminate, destroy, get rid of, take away junkyard. Because if there's no junkyard, there's no used cars that you can go get a part from, pay cheaper money to go get a part and put on your car instead of spending hundreds and thousands of dollars from the dealership to get that same part. And then they may have you wait months for or weeks for, where you can go down to the junkyard and get it the same day and bring it back and put it on your car. Oh, Lord, tell me. Y'all better open up that church and come on in because y'all need to learn. Y'all need to hear this stuff. This needs to be heard.
Hey, back in the day, your dad, or even you, a couple of years back, you wanted to, you needed a new part. He's like, you know what? I'm not going to go to parts department. I'm going to let you go out to the junkyard. I'm going to get a new headlight for this. And I'm going to replace the headlight, right? Well, this is what happens. If you go get a new headlight and you put it into this thing here, what's going to end up happening is all of a sudden you're going to get into your car and your display is going to be dead. It's not going. It's just going to go limp. What happens is each part today the car companies make has the VIN number into it. It's etched into it. It's connected. So when you connect this to the car and it's a different VIN number, it's not going to work. It's a way for these companies to make sure that they hold on to you and you keep going back to them and you keep paying their prices. Instead of saying, hey, you know what, I'm going to save some money. Instead of me paying $500 for this headlight, I'm going to go to the junkyard and pick one up for $50, right? Can't do that anymore. Another piece of America gone. That was the thing. And that's why you see a lot of these junkyards going out of business because you're not in business. You could take a car like this. Let's just say this car gets totaled. And a junkyard's like, oh, I'm going to just take it, strip it for parts. Well, who the hell are you going to sell parts to? It doesn't work. You can't replace it with anything. So it's over. It's game over.
When he means who you're going to sell the parts to, you can't sell the parts to nobody now because even if they buy the part, it ain't going to work in the cars no more. Just the minute you put that part in your car, it takes out, goes there. You can't see nothing. It knocks it out. I'm not even a car dealer. I don't know nothing about cars, but I know. I understand what is going on. I understand what's going on. Y'all better listen. You better listen. And even you think, okay, well, I just keep y'all better keep them old cars. But you're still going to have some problems with them because they still got a hold on you with your old car. Because when it's time to go down, and I don't even know how to say this because I don't know nothing about it, but from the couple, I think maybe a month or two ago, I did a live when I didn't know the stuff that goes, what you need to do to keep your car registered on the road, because I had to ask everybody and get my husband in here. But I think what I learned from it is that when you get ready to go and get this car, register or new tags or whatever, or a sticker or whatever, got you. They're going to get you then. Because it's an old car, and you ain't going to get none of that until you can prove that you ain't had this, that, and this done. Technology put on your car, or on your car, or in your car. So that way, they're going to be able to control you. Remember, everything is about control. Remember, I told you, this whole thing, this thumbnail, is about control. America is being held hostage. Frisco got that 15-minute city control. Gary is out of power due to that storm, which is no fault of nobody's. That storm, that's Mother Nature, August the 11th. And it's August the 25th. They've been without power since. Don't know when it's going to be. And your car ain't going to let you drive it if it thinks your eyes is too big, or you're too emotional, or you're not, or you're breathing a little hard because you've been running or anything. Your car is going to be the one that dictates to you. You can dictate to your car. Your car going to hold you hostage. Your car is control of you. Your car is going to be like your daddy, your mama. That car, you can't tell that car nothing. That car going to do what it want to do. If that car said you ain't going to your job today, you ain't going. You better call somebody else to tell them to come pick you up and hope that their car don't get out a message. You ain't going. That car is not going to let you crank it up. It ain't going to start at all. Y'all ain't got long. It's August. We are toward the end of August. You ain't got long before 2027 hit. Once that starts, because I've been telling my daughter, I even said today, I said it yesterday, I've been saying this for months. Because y'all know I love my big ass, y'all know what refrigerator I'm talking about. Because y'all talked about it. Y'all talked about me like a dog about that damn refrigerator, that $10,000 refrigerator. Y'all talked about me. I didn't even realize and notice the damn thing until y'all started bringing it up in my comments, talking about my damn refrigerator. And that's the same one Tamar Braxton had when she was married to her husband. But she ain't got damn because Tamar broke his fuck. But when she was married to her husband, that was the same refrigerator that they had. Okay? But I'm getting another. And I'm going to get that sucker before 2027. You know why I'm going to get it before? Because I ain't paying no subscription for it. I ain't going to do all this other shit. I'm not doing that. No, I'm getting it for another house. No, for this house. This one don't have.
For the junkyards, it's game over for you. The manufacturer wins. They keep doing what they do, which is screwing you over. And that's basically the fleecing of America.
$50 junkyard headlight, dead display, manufacturer win. That's not engineering. That's a hostage situation with a warranty card.
Future cars just got a little brighter. This is why nobody wants electric cars, and Honda just proved it. If you haven't heard, Honda just threw in the towel and quit making EVs. Even though their EVs were pretty decent. I mean, they almost sold 40,000 of them in 2024 and had pretty good numbers last year. But now sales have started plummeting after a tax credit was discontinued. We've known for years that most of the US market doesn't care about EVs and doesn't really want them. And most people that bought them initially turned out to regret it and ended up losing a lot of money through depreciation. So now everybody doesn't want to touch an EV, especially us mechanics. I mean, that basically turns us into electricians, and I don't own a skirt or put my tools in a purse. But it's just funny to me that years ago, people thought EVs were the future, and they were so much better, and everything was going to be so great when we had EVs in the future. And now all they are is a box that barely makes it 200 miles with a fancy iPad in the middle. I mean, they do go pretty fast, and that's cool. But who cares if you can only go 200 miles and then have to charge for 8 hours? And that's the main problem, is the range anxiety. America is a very big place, and going 200 miles simply just isn't good enough. I mean, the 300 to 400 mile range ones make them a little better, but the charging time is still pretty significantly long, especially compared to gas vehicles, which are much cheaper, a little easier to maintain because you know the actual problems with them, and only take like 5 minutes to fill up and go like 400 miles at a time. It's going to be very, very hard to compete with that with the current EV technology we have now. But one day, it may change. Till then, stay dirty and subscribe.
Missed a payment. Ford shut the truck down. In highway traffic, $75,000, and the bank has a kill switch.
So here's a good one for you. You got a GMC in here. The 3.
You missed a payment nowadays instead of repo man coming to get your car. Oh, y'all in hot water now. Y'all gonna be hot as fish grease. Oh, and then the bank. Ooh, look, y'all gonna be. I ain't gonna say it. I'll let them tell you. Y'all gonna be hot as fish grease now.
Diesel Duramax. Oh, we got it's 10-speed transmission here. This is the same exact transmission that goes in a Ford. In a Chevy, they call it a 10L80. In a Ford, this is a 10R80 transmission. Exact same transmission. But Chevy thought that the pump gears were too loud because they were straight cut gears. So then they put in these helical gears. Well, as you can see, the idler gear rides on a bearing that's non-existent here now and just tears itself up. So you see they put a angled helical, side, whatever. They're crooked. They're supposed to run smoother, quieter, and well, obviously the side load puts stress on that bearing. It can't take it. I gotta get that race off of there. Obviously that's junk. So the fix for this, Ford parts. Ford uses what the manufacturer of the transmission actually wanted in there, and that is a straight cut gear. That is the main gear. There's the idler gear. The one down in there goes on the pump, which is right here. There's the pump gear slash cut. So if you want to fix your Chevy, you got to use Ford parts. Mm-hmm.
We got a 650 Hemi with 300 miles on the clock. And it's got a hole in the block. Whoopee!
Chevy changed the gear to make it quieter. Now it destroys itself. The fix is Ford part. GM can't even fix GM with GM.
We have a crazy one in the shop right now. Believe it or not, we have a windshield washer fluid tank that's leaking fluid, and it's not leaking washer fluid, it's leaking engine coolant. So this client came in with a 2021 GLC 63 with only 47,000 miles. Came in with a low coolant light right on the dash. So we come look at the reservoir on the coolant tank. So this is your engine coolant tank, and it's super low. So all we did was put on a pressure tester, and we tested it. Guess what? The coolant is leaking out of the washer tank. Now, how is that possible? Well, believe it or not, we very verified, had to take off the fender liner. But what we did is we removed the fender liner and we pressurized the system. And believe it or not, there's heater hoses that are going into the washer fluid tank. So there's a heating element in there. And hot coolant is what keeps that washer fluid hot. And what we found is there's a pinhole leak in there, and it's actually filling up the washer reservoir with coolant. That is pretty crazy. Germans, I mean, I don't know how they're thinking of this stuff, but that's becoming a very big problem, and we've been seeing it on the forums. So I'm going to pump this up, get it nice and tight, just to show you how crazy this is. So let's see. It might take some time. I think it's going to take some time to see an active leak, and see this is all pink. No good. Just when you thought you'd seen everything, this one is a good one. Like I said, coolant leaking into the washer fluid tank is no good. It's becoming a very common issue on these newer models because they want to put heaters in the washer fluid tanks. We didn't back in the day, maybe in the S classes, but now they want to put them in all the models. And now we have one other issue we got to address.
Can't fix it yourself. Can't use junkyard part. Bank can shut it down remotely. And GM needs Ford part to fix its own transmission. You don't own the car anymore. You just make the payment. Drop a comment. What would you rather drive? A 1990s truck or anything built after 2020? Subscribe. There's a lot more coming. Ford is patent.
I tell you, we talked about the 2020. Do y'all want to drive something that was built after 2020? Do y'all want to take a house that was built? I talked about the houses that was built after 2020. They ain't nothing but crap. They just said the cars built after the cars that was built after. Well, I'm not saying this car, just the car picture, but cars that were built after 2020. I didn't say it. They just said it. Saying, do you want one? Oh, guys, I tell you. I be trying to tell y'all. I be trying to tell y'all. I be trying to tell y'all. You don't. I'm just a messenger. Look, your 2027 car will decide if you can drive. Not that you can just get in your car any old time and say, oh, I need to go to the store. Oh, I need to go to work this morning. And you just say you wake up late and you're running late. And you look at the clock and say, oh, gosh, I could have been out here 30 minutes ago and I'm just waking up. You go in a hurry, go in there, start throwing some clothes on, brush your teeth and washing your face and grab your hairbrush or your hair comb and get in the car and be trying to, I brush my hair on my way while I'm driving. You know what I'm saying? Or I put my eye makeup on while I'm driving. You know, you've seen women do that, right? I lotion up when I get to work. You got your lotion all in your bag and all that in your bag. You end up having you throw that person there and you jump in the car. That new car, that AI car telling you, because it's smart now, it's smarter than you. Keffa, you ain't going nowhere. You know why? Because you are frantic or you too emotional. Your eyes is too big. You must be I don't know what's wrong with you. You must, and you must be ventilating. You must be trying to have a heart attack, anything. Whatever the car says, that's what's wrong with you. Whether it's wrong with you or not, but you ain't going nowhere. That car ain't going to crank. It ain't going to start. It ain't going to do nothing. No matter whether you got the keys or you push the little button, it ain't going nowhere. You just sitting. So you better get on the phone and call your boss and tell the car ain't letting me go nowhere. The boss going to say, I don't give a hoot. You better get here in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or you done lost your job. That's when it comes to that 15-minute city in Frisco, Texas. You can walk there in 15 minutes to your job because they trying to make sure you don't have to go nowhere. Your job, laundromat, grocery store, the gas station, where your kids go to school, where you do everything, 15 minutes. And they said you can walk, and they make sure you stretch. You can walk anywhere. Doctor's appointment. They're trying to, because they know you ain't going to be able to afford no cars no more. So you're going to be walking. They got a plan for everything. Y'all better look at these tea leaves. Y'all better look at these tea leaves. They are already planned. Y'all ass going to be walking. Y'all ain't going to, and plus you ain't going to be able to afford no damn car in the first place. Plus you ain't going to be able to afford to pay where you live. So of course you ain't going to be able to afford no car because you living in these places that the big corporations and bought up by the thousands and hundreds of thousands for y'all to live in. And then if you don't have that subscription for your key pod or mod or whatever that thing is called, you can't get in your damn doing anyway. And then don't be late on your rent. You ain't gonna get in even if you pay for the subscription. You can't afford. If you late on your rent, you ain't getting in anyway. So sorry. And you on the freeway driving, and you have missed your car payment, and you on the second car payment being missed. They just gonna hit the kill switch while you on the freeway. That sucker's gonna stop. You're gonna be sitting on the freeway. Everybody's gonna know your business. They're gonna say, "Oh, he must have paid his car payment." Y'all gonna be in one of these TV shows. Y'all gonna be one of these people on these TV shows because we are all gonna be in this experiment of the very billionaires. Okay, so y'all better watch what y'all be eating because they putting shit in food allegedly, in my opinion, gonna fuck y'all up, in my opinion. Okay, guys, we're getting ready to go. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out the door. And not just hit that like button on your way out the door, but help hype the video because y'all know I need that. Okay? Y'all know I need it. So hype the video. Hype up the video because y'all know I need it. All right? And we're getting ready to go now. Thank you, guys. Wait, let me just do this. Oh, I'm just trying to. Okay. Hype up the video. Okay. And subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Bye bye.